The Echo of Yesterday. 1. Ghosts in Equations. Dr. Ilara Voss had never believed in ghosts, not the kind that rattled chains or whispered through walls. But she did believe in echoes, ripples of grief frozen in time, lingering long after the world moved on. Her brother Leo was 12 when the car hit him. She had been 15, running late, chasing after him to remind him not to cross that street without her. She arrived seconds too late. The sound of screeching tires never left her. The driver was never found. Ilara's parents unraveled slowly after that. Her father buried himself in his work, then moved out entirely. Her mother retreated into silence. Ilara found refuge in numbers, in time, in possibility. She devoted her life to physics, chasing the one dream that allowed her to breathe. What if she could undo it? 22 years later, she stood in a hidden research lab beneath the Swiss Alps, the hum of her machine filling the room. The final simulation of Project Echo had passed. Everything was ready. Her team thought she was building it to prevent climate disasters or warn of pandemics. They didn't know the real reason. She closed the lab for the night, uploaded the neural map into the system, and injected herself with the synaptic tether serum. 2. May 17, 2002. She woke up gasping, not in her bed, but in a cluttered teenager's room, Nirvana posters on the wall and a lava lamp bubbling beside her. Her hands were small again. The mirror reflected a younger her, awkward, scowling, alive. She had 10 minutes. "Leo!" she screamed. He was already outside. Barefoot, she sprinted out the door, past the rose bush she knew would scratch her leg. Her lungs burned, but she saw him, his small frame stepping off the sidewalk toward the corner of Wexley and Park. The silver car was coming. She recognized the angle, the speed. "Leo!" He turned. She tackled him just as the car passed, the whoosh of death grazing her hair. They tumbled onto the grass. "You psycho!" Leo laughed, confused and wide-eyed. "What was that for?" She clung to him, sobbing. "Nothing. Just promise me you'll always look both ways." He frowned, nodded. Then the world went black. 3. A beautiful lie. She woke in the lab again, sweating. The time anchor had worked. The past was changed. Quickly, she checked the timeline diagnostics. Minor deviations appeared, new newspaper headlines, an altered Nobel recipient, a slightly delayed economic crash, but nothing catastrophic. And Leo, alive. She rushed to find him. He was 34 now. A clinical psychologist with a podcast called Mind Maze. He had written a best-selling book on childhood trauma. His office walls were filled with thank you letters. He hugged her like she'd just come back from the dead. "I had the weirdest déjà vu last week," he said. "Like I nearly died once." "But that's insane, right?" Ilara laughed. Memory's a weird thing. Her parents had never divorced. Her mother was vibrant, painting again. Her father cracked jokes. It felt like heaven. For a while. 4. The Edges of Perfection. 3 months in, the cracks began to show. Marcus, her closest research partner, who used to be unpredictable, electric, brilliant, now offered only safe, replicable ideas. Musicians she loved had never emerged. Certain books were never written. Art galleries displayed sanitized landscapes and AI-rendered portraits. She started seeing the phrase, creative neutrality, in think pieces and scientific journals. A new societal model promoted emotional regulation through early childhood therapy, a program Leo had unknowingly helped inspire. People were happier, but they weren't whole. No one yelled in traffic anymore. But no one danced in the rain, either. Protests faded. Innovation slowed. The stock market barely fluctuated. The future was peaceful, but dull. One night, Leo joined her on a balcony overlooking Geneva. The stars were unusually still. "Do you ever feel like we gave something up?" he asked. "Like the world's too quiet." She hesitated. "Sometimes I miss the mess." Leo nodded. "I do too." That's when she knew. This wasn't heaven. It was a padded cell. 5. The Final Reset. Project Echo had one failsafe. It couldn't travel back again. Doing so risked fracturing time irreparably, but it could reboot the original thread, deleting her intervention permanently. She hesitated for days, weeks. She sat in her childhood room, replaying the day Leo died in her mind. She walked the street at night. She stood outside her old school. She stared at photos of him, alive and thriving, knowing that if she pressed the button, all of it would vanish. Leo found her in the lab. "I figured it out," he said gently. "This isn't the real world, is it?" She nodded, tears streaming. "If you undo it," he asked, "will you still remember me?" "I don't know," she whispered. He hugged her. "Then let's say goodbye." She pressed the button. 6. Aftershock. May 17, 2024. Ilara sat alone at the cemetery. The grave read, Leo Voss, 1990 to 2002. He looked both ways. The world around her buzzed with noise, sirens in the distance, people arguing in the park, a street performer juggling flaming torches nearby. She felt hollow, but she also felt alive. Her research was gone. The time machine no longer existed. She was just Dr. Ilara Voss, physicist, trauma survivor, and now, writer. She published a novel the following year, The Echo of Yesterday, a story about grief, time, and love. It went viral. In her dreams, Leo still ran across the grass, laughing. And this time, she let him go.